Hello, hello. Long time no see. It's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming to you live from Whitefish, Montana. And it's kind of late. It's 7:40. I don't usually go this late, but I had errands to run and an appointment. And so I wanted to get this in before I go to bed because I got to get up at 4:30 and teach. So why not do it real quick, because it is eclipse day, so I really wanted to do these cards. I saw a really cute card yesterday from Brian King, who used this stamp set and turned it into an eclipse, and I thought, oh, how fun is that? And then I had seen a long time ago another card using this stamp set as well. That was a bright sunshiny day kind of card from Jackie Bullheist, and I thought, you know, today's a perfect day to show you those two cards with this stamp set, because this stamp set is retiring, and tomorrow all the last chance items go on their discounted sale. They've been available, but now they're going on their discounted sale, and some of them are up to 60% off. So I thought, you know, it's a good time to show you some of these products, because pretty much everything I'm using tonight is retiring. So it gives you a look to say, oh yeah, I remember that I wanted that. And so if you want any of those and you want to check it out, you can just go here to junebugcreations.stampinup.net and you can go pick them up. All right, so if you don't need anything else, I totally get it. But if you do, then that's where you want to go, and I'll show that to you again at the end of the live. So here is the Rays of Light. Now it is a background stamp. We don't have the Stamparatus anymore, so that means we got to peel it off and we got to put it on this big honkin' block. But that's okay. That's okay. It does make it sometimes a little bit difficult to manhandle. All right, you can see I've got a pretty big hand, but I got to manhandle it. But I'm going to show you another way that you can do it. And all you need is a piece of scratch paper to help you out with that. All right, so I grab my scratch paper and we're going to start off. Where are my inks? Oh, I left my inks over here. All right, so we're going to start off. We're going to do the sunshiny one because the sun was shining before that happened. All right, and I have some lemon lolly here, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up this with the lemon lolly, and we're going to do tone on tone. And so I'm just going to ink it up. So I'm just tapping it. So the stamp is bigger than the pad, so we tap the pad onto the stamp. When it's the reverse, when the pad is bigger than the stamp, then we want to make sure to tap the stamp on the ink. So this is good and juicy because I don't know, that might be the first time I've used it, maybe the second time. All right, so now we're going to lay this on here like this. Don't touch it any more than that. You want to lay your scratch paper over it and smooth it out. Now this is where you can take the brayer that came out and you can just roll it like that on there, and that way you get a smooth inking. All right, and then very carefully take it off and it looks like that. All right, so we're going to move this out of the way. I'm actually going to stamp it off over here because we're going to be using a different color. So there we go. All right, so now we have this one and we're going to go like that with it. All right, so then I have also a card base that is lemon lolly. And this card isn't necessarily exactly like Jackie's, but I got an idea from her for it. All right, so it's fairly close. So then what we're going to do is we're going to stamp on here in Daffodil Delight. This is Daffodil Delight. And we're going to use the Sending Sunshine and Good Feelings Your Way because that is perfect for this stamp set. It's almost like it was made to go with this. So this doesn't really fit on a D block. So this is where you're going to need another larger one, which is the E block. E block? Yes, E block. All right, like that. Okay, so now we're going to use, here we go. Again, the block is bigger, so I like to do it this way. Make sure I get it well. Now I'm not squishing down, I'm tapping, just lightly tapping. All right, so here we go. And we're going to center it on there. All right, and then you want to just have even pressure along the whole thing. And there we have that. Right? Doesn't that look awesome? Sending sunshine and good feelings your way. So we're going to use some adhesive or some glue and put that down. All right, so it says I have 4 viewers, but for some reason I am not seeing any comments. So let me look and see. If you're on YouTube, you can comment. It should show. Oh, it's showing on here. I wonder why it's not showing here. I refresh the chat. Does it say, oh, there on Facebook it's showing. All right. Hi, Mary Beth. Yeah, I made it on, but if you want to see the kit, that's going to be, you'll have to catch that on YouTube or in the A+ group. I could not get it to work on this one. I'm not sure why. I must have missed a step. That's all I can say, is I must have missed a step somewhere in something that he told me to do, because I could not. I was clicking on everything, but it was not connecting at all. So I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals. And here we go. So I don't know. And that's really weird that it wouldn't show the multi-stream. All right, and then we're going to center that right there, like that. And then we're going to do dimensionals again on this one. I know I don't usually do double dimensionals, but this one just kind of calls for it. I don't want to lay it flat. Not when I have it same on, same on. Okay, if I had it on a different color, I would just lay it down, but since I've got the same color, I like to have that lift. All right, we like having one in the middle so that we don't sag, because nobody likes a sagging card. So here we go. And if you struggle getting these little backings off, then use your take your pick tool. You can see I have nails, so I don't struggle with it. All right, and then we're going to turn it the right side up, and we're going to put that right here, like that. Isn't that pretty? Very simple, not overly extravagant. And I just realized when I saw my punch that I forgot my clouds. So let's go ahead and take this one off, because I totally forgot my clouds. I kept thinking something was missing. All right, so we're going to punch some clouds. This is also retiring. The cloud punch is also retiring. So we're going to punch 1. Let's see. 2 and 3 out of that. It was hidden by my gems, so I didn't see it. All right, so I'm going to put 1 down here and 1 over here. Now I'm going to put 1 over here and 1 over here. All right, so we're going to glue those down, but you can see that we're not completely putting the whole thing on there, so we're going to have to trim it off. So normally you would do that before you added it to your card, but since I forgot what I was doing and they were hidden, all right, and then I have 1 full cloud on there. Down here. And then we're just going to do partial cloud over here, so we're just going to put some glue right here. I think I want to slide this up under there like that. Yeah. All right, so now we're going to take our scissors, and normally we would just be able to flip it over easy peasy, but now we need to cut along this line. Okay, so you want to cut along this line. See, I made this mistake for you so that you would know how to fix it if you made the mistake. Yeah. All right, you know what? I'm just going to take it off. I think I need to take it off. Hi, Missy. Hi, Joanne. You're watching on the TV, not sure how to comment without your phone. Well, it's working, whatever it is you're doing, and oddly enough, it's showing up on the Facebook streaming thing. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't pretend to know or understand all the electronics, as you all well know. So, all right, here we go. So this is how you do it. You take it back off, because there was no way to make sure that line was going to be straight from the top side, right? So it's just better to pull it off like that. See, now it's just going to go right back on there. Like that. And then this one is going to go right back on there. Got a hair. Like that. All right, and then the gems that we're hiding it, we're going to use the rainbow adhesive back dots because we have some lemon lolly ones, and we're going to stick with this theme of yellow, bright, sunshiny day. And this is where we want our take a pic tool. All right, so I'm going to stick a yellow one right here, partially under since it's really kind of big. And then over here, and then I'm going to do another big one. Oops. Ah. All right, so when it does that, then I got to use that. We're going to do one right there. All right, so there we go. Sending sunshine and good feelings your way. What a fun, bright card to cheer somebody up, right? Now, let's do an eclipse card that I saw on Brian's blog yesterday, I think it is. All right, so we're also going to use the lemon lolly. I think he used a different color, but we're going to use the lemon lolly. And we're going to use black. Yeah, I know. Who would have thought of it? I thought it was a great idea. I thought it was really cool. So, we're going to get this all dark. That's not going to be dark. Now I'm beginning to wonder if I didn't read his post close enough. That's not going to be dark. How did he make it dark? All right. I didn't read his post close enough. I was thinking that was going to be black, but I have an idea, and we'll have to see if it works. All right. So we're going to turn it this way and lay that down, put that down, and go all the way across. That helps give it even pressure. Cat hairs. All right. That is not dark. Now I'm wondering, what did he do? See? This is what happens when you don't read everything right away. So let me go take a peek real quick, because now I'm all bummed that I did not make a card that was eclipsey. So what did he do to get that eclipse? Let's see. Ooh, I might have to come back tomorrow and do it. Let's see. Brian King. That's odd. That's really odd. Maybe it wasn't Brian King that I saw that on. Well, folks, I guess I'm going to have to figure out what I did wrong. Because his son, that was black. And there's no way to get that black. Unless you stamp yellow on black, but yellow doesn't stamp on black. Well, now I'm seriously disappointed. Seriously disappointed. I bet you're kind of disappointed in me too, huh? I would be. I would totally be, because I have no idea how he did it now. I know he used this stamp set, but oh, he must have put, okay. Nope, I did it right, except I messed up here, so I'm going to do it again. And he put a black, he just put a black circle there. So we're going to have to get a black circle to go there. All right. So, and my black doesn't seem to be very well inked. All right, so we're just going to do a better job with it this time. And with this one, you can kind of twist and tap. And this one you can press hard because it's not the spongy kind. All right. Here we go. So now we're going to turn it this way. And I'm going to put it a little away from the edge. And I'm going to use my hands. And then I'm going to use this to really press it down on that ink to pick up as much of that ink as possible. All right. So there, that was better. All right, here we go. Let's move that out of the way. I'm going to set it face down so I don't accidentally get it on anything else. And then we have our black cardstock. And we will find, there we go. Oh, is that the right side? That's the correct side. All right, looks like I still missed a little bit up here. That's okay. All right, so I like the idea. We're just gonna trim this down and use Lemon Lolly as background again. He did his, I think he did his on Daffodil Delight. But I'm going to trim this down to 1/8 smaller than the original size card. And we'll get a Daffodil Delight. Let's see if this is cut properly. I think it may be a little bit too wide. Yeah, so we need this cut at 4 1/4, and then scored at 5 1/2. There we go. I think it helps make it a little brighter. Then we will use, where's the bone folder? Here it is. The bone folder. All right, so we're going to put this down here. And we're going to put this on here. That looks much better. he had that idea correctly. He did his sentiment on white, but I felt like that was too stark. So we're going to do our sentiment, and don't worry, I'm going to get a circle. We're going to use our friendship is a thing of beauty. All right. And it does not quite fit on that block, so I brought over this one. And we're going to do it in the darker Daffodil Delight. I think he did his card on Daffodil Delight. I'm not sure. All right, so this is a long one, so I want to make sure. There we go. It's a skinny one, that's for sure. It's a skinny one. Oh, and my favorite thing of I can't even think. The banner end punch. That is retiring. I'm like, what? How am I going to make? I'm going to have to get practice of doing this. So I'm not happy. You know I'm not thrilled about doing this like that by hand. See? Because they just don't come out right. All right, let's see what size circle that is. All I have is a stitch circle. That's too big. That's too small. Boy, what did he use? I guess it's not necessarily a perfect circle. So maybe we could use this. What do you think? A deckled circle? Should I use the deckled circle? What do you think? Now I got to go back and find that thing and re-look at it and see what he used. I keep looking to see, but we don't have any. No. I don't have any small punches that fit that, so let's do this. All right, let's do this. So much for not keeping you for very long. That didn't work very well, did it? All right, so piece of black. Good thing everything's kind of close, right? Oh, that's not wide enough. Here we go. This is wide enough. All right. Let's do that. And that. All right. So that is just not going to look as clean as his. And yet, let me look at the phone. I'll show you that picture from my son of the, we'll see, is it a perfect circle? I guess it kinda is a perfect circle, but I don't have a perfect circle that size, so we're just gonna go with that. Wow, I wonder what he used. I'm gonna have to go back and look for that and get that read and figure out what he used, but in the meantime, we're just gonna make do, right? Because that's what we do. We just make do with what we've got. And I don't have a circle punch this small. We don't even make a circle punch this small, and there's no way he fussy cut that circle. There's just no way. Could he have fussy cut? Could you fussy cut a circle, a perfect circle like that? I couldn't. My fussy cutting skills. Circles are hard. I can do the deckled woodwork. Yeah, it's gonna have to work, Joanne, because I don't have anything else. All right, come on. It was just working. See, now everything's going kaplooey because it's past my bedtime. It's past my bedtime, so everything's going kaplooey. Goodness. Come on. There we go. I'm trying to get this all on here. Yeah. Am I going to be able to sleep after this? I don't know. Did I make a ton of mistakes today? Oh, yeah. Now you don't have to. Read through a whole blog post when you like something that someone does. Read through it. Make sure you know what they used before going live to share someone else's ideas. I did tell you where I got the idea from, so if you do get his blog posts, if you get his emails, you'll know. I get them every now and then. I've tried to unsubscribe, but it keeps coming, so I don't know. But I just thought it was a cool idea to do that with the eclipse. So it works. It's not as clean cut and pretty as his, but that's okay. He probably didn't make as many mistakes. And he wasn't live when he did it. I don't know if he goes live, but I like making mistakes for you. I do. It's a little embarrassing sometimes, but I like making mistakes for you because then, there you go. He used the space one that said you're stellar or something, but I think that this is a thing, that the eclipse is a thing of beauty. I mean, I showed you that picture from Kitar. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? That just looks so cool. And you can kind of see the white light. I almost did this on white, but then I was like, you know, and you can see some of the colors as well, almost like rainbow colors around it. So I think it's close enough. So we have a sunshiny card and we have an eclipse card. And I'm not going to add, I don't think I'm going to add any, well, you know what? Maybe we will. We've already gone above and beyond with changing things up. So why not do that? We'll just do one down here. And then we'll do this one over here. And we'll do another little one over here. All right, so just a little touch. It's all the same color. There we go. Whew! Man, I made it through these lives tonight. I don't think I like doing 3 lives in a row. Boom, boom, boom. That's a lot of lives. So just remember, tomorrow the last chance sale starts where everything goes on discounted up to 60% off. If you like these stamp sets that I showed you today and the Cloud Punch, it's going, they're on the list, they're headed out. We won't be able to use them after I won't be able to use them after May 1st because they'll be retired. Hi Paula, great to have you on here. Thank you. I fumbled through that one. Mary Beth says you appreciate the mistakes, can show us the gotchas first and how to fix on our others. True, true. So when you see me make my mistakes more frequently than I'd like, I can at least show you how to think around those mistakes and make some alterations to it to not throw it away. Don't ever throw it away. There's always ways that you can fix it or use the other side or something. Don't just toss a card. I could have easily said, forget that, I'm tossing it. No, no, no. We make it work. We find ways to make it work. And anytime you're crafting and you're stuck, zip me a picture and I'll help you figure out how you can fix it, okay? Missy's done that once or twice. I think Mary Beth has. A number of people reach out to me and say, how do I fix this? Or what could I do differently? Or what do you think? I have no problems with you doing that, okay? So, because you can see, I need help sometimes too, right? All right. You have pictures like what he sent you from family in Texas. You didn't get totally dark, only where it looked gray like it was going to rain. Yeah, here it was totally cloudy. Like I could see the sun kind of through the clouds, and just before it was supposed to be the time when we should have seen a percentage of it, the thick, heavy clouds went right over. Did we get rain? No, we just got a ton of clouds. Such is life in Northwest Montana. I'm still waiting for spring. All right, so I'm gonna head off. I've got to get up at 4:30 and teach from 5:30 to 7. So I need to get going. But thank you so much for joining me, Mary Beth, Missy, Covina, Joanne, and Paula. I appreciate it. Love having you on here. And I will be back tomorrow in the early afternoon for Tidbit Tuesday. And I'm going to talk about how to set up your new ink pads and how to re-ink some of your old ones. So join me tomorrow for Tidbit Tuesday. All right, and I wish you a wonderful evening. Until tomorrow.